Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It is some bloody day or another. It is Wednesday, the 24th of October, 7:01 a.m. Someone in the comments said, well, why does he always say October? Well, number one, it's silly, and so it's funny. Number two, it's Halloween is in October, and ogres are scary, or supposed to be. So I say October because of Halloween and it being scary. And this is Dr. Snurf, good old Cookie. He is a sweetheart. I also woke him up. I dug him out of his nest, so he wants to go back to bed. But he's a sweetheart, as you can see. And you can tell he's a sweetheart because, number one, he's a hamster. And by definition, he is wonderful and awesome, beautiful, pure, and good. And also because he's not attacking me for doing this to him. So I'm going to put him in his nest. There you go, little guy. Thank you so very, very much. And then pull his lid back so it gets dark so we can go back to sleep. And very good. Thumbs up. He's got his food. In fact, when I woke him up, I was looking into his nest. There was a scattering of corn kernels and stuff all around where he was sleeping in his nest. So he didn't like the corn kernels, but he was eating everything else, so it was funny. They're all cute. I love rodents so much, but I've talked about that a lot. Now, I don't know, the print to me looks really thin. So if you're wondering what that says, it's any day you metabolize is a good one. And in fact, sometimes when people will say, you know, like, how you doing? Just as a, hey, how you doing? Sometimes I just like to give a little extra push so that somebody has a little thing to remember. So it's like, you know, it's like, hey, having a good day today? And it's like, hey, I'm metabolizing. It's a good one. So it's just so that people can go, you go like, hey, what? Oh, okay. And it was like, just that little point doesn't mean a thing, and that's okay. I am continuing to survive, and that is good. I am very sorry that I don't get as many reactions done of late as I wish. My emotional armor, because my emotional systems are coming online, but my emotional armor keeps falling downward. And when I'm too raw, that I can't do a reaction because a lot of time reactions hurt. And so I've got to make sure my armor is up, because I drop my armor when I watch videos anyway, as you've ever watched me when I start to cry because I'm affected by the song or the video. So when my armor's already down, I'm already far too vulnerable. And then being in that already super vulnerable state and then opening myself up for more, it's too painful on those days. Other days, like these past couple days, I have tried to get stuff done. And yesterday was, oh my gosh, technical issues. My mic, because of my previous situation where I lived in my brother-in-law's garage, and because of just time, the USB connector that connects in the mic, you know, it goes thunk into the bottom, it has gotten to the point where if I push it this direction, it goes straight out to the bottom and it comes out fine. But it also, if you push it the other direction, it goes inside of the thing. The whole connector on the inside moves. So if it goes this direction, it does like it did yesterday. And for the first time ever, it moved and it shorted out and stopped recording. When I moved the connector back, it put all the connections back into place and it started recording again. So there's metal fatigue and stuff in there, obviously. So either I need a new one, or, and what I'm more inclined to do, I've got to get like a tiny soldering thing, is to try and open it up at some point if it ever gets bad enough unscrew it, and then see if I can solder the connectors back, or resolder a wire in place, or do something. Because this is an expensive mic. It's an AT2020, which is the Audio-Technica 2020 USB mic, and it even now it's like $120 on Amazon to buy. I don't have $120. This was sent to me as one of the very, very first and most wonderful things that was sent to me back when I first started up my channel. I had been adopted by, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, but it was like the Weir Crest Accord, this one WoW server, and I never got into playing the game myself, which is good in a way because I have a very addictive personality, and as addictive as World of Warcraft is, I know I could spend way too much time playing it. I mean, I've watched videos of it and I know. So it's self-preservation largely. Plus, it's a pay to play, and I can't afford that. But one of the things that happened is one of those people sent me this mic, and it's been awesome. So I don't want it to continue breaking to the point that it just stops working. So I try to make sure that the little cord at the bottom is always pulled back toward me so that it's not that direction, causing more metal fatigue and destroying it entirely. Everything fails. It'd be nice if everything lasted forever. But that's not the universe we live in. We live in the physical universe, and like it or not, the physical universe is the physical universe we live in. Now, what happens after death, none of us knows. I mean, that's the basis of most faith, is faith. You're believing in something with no proof, no proof. It's faith you're going on. So, is there something for as an afterlife? Who knows? I mean, nobody's ever come back to tell us, have they? So, all we can do is hope. I mean, people have asked. I mean, I will tell you that I'm largely now, my own belief systems and spirituality, but I have been baptized Christian in 2004 with my wife. I am a Mormon, a member of the Church of Latter-day Saints. I haven't been for quite some time. Ever since the church turned its back on me after my wife died, I've been too angry at the people, so. After she died, the bishop actually came to her memorial. Like a month after she died, we had a memorial up in Blaine, and which is right on the Canadian border. I lived in Blaine. My wife came from Blaine, and it's on the Canadian border, literally on the Canadian border. Where we lived, you walked 2 blocks north, and you got into a park called Peace Arch Park. When you were in the park, if you continued walking north 2 blocks, you were in Canada. The Canadian border went right through the park 2 blocks up, so you just walked and you were in Canada. So it was right on the Canadian border. But we had the memorial, and the bishop came, and then he said, you know, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me and a lot more of everyone from the church. And I said, thank you, that's very, very awesome. And that was the last I ever saw anyone from the church. And so, it's like, if you turn your back on me, I'm going to turn my back on you too. So, life is life. Since then, like I say, I've got my own spiritual beliefs, and I've got my own attitudes and this and that. So, like I've said before, it's organized Western religion. It's primarily set up as control, because if you read your Bible in there, everything that modern religion is totally against everything that Jesus is reported to have said. I mean, you're supposed to pray in private, not in public. You're not supposed to profess your faith like all the hypocrites do. There's all these things that, if you take a look, modern Christianity is the exact opposite of what the guy in the book tells you to do. But then one of the big things is, if you take a look at modern organized religion today, especially in the United States, Christianity, especially because it's predominantly a Christian nation. I say it's predominantly a Christian nation, not as this is a Christian nation, but as most of the people are. It's changing, but for right now, it's mostly Christian. But that I don't mean it's like, that's a Christian nation, we are, and if you aren't, then get out. It's like, no, it's just a description of the people. That's all I mean. Now, if I can remember what I was trying to say, because I wanted to make it clear what I was trying to say. Christian nation, I know what's going on with that one. Oh yes, with the churches. If you take a look at the churches in all this, the churches preach the birth and the death of Christ. They don't talk about much else. They talk about his virgin birth. They talk about the sacrifice that was made. By fixating on these parts, that means you don't have to talk about the middle part with all those questionable things that he taught. So if you talk about his birth and you talk about his death, you don't have to talk about his actual message. Which, of course, if you remember, is take care of the poor, take care of the needy. The rich are not going to make it into heaven. And if you have a lot of good stuff, you should be giving it to those that don't have stuff. And remember, Jesus traditionally hung around with thieves and whores and bad people. He did not condemn. He went out and he hung out with them. Funny how you don't hear any of the actual message of what Christ said being taught, isn't it? Huh. But that's life. I don't want to go on to a lot of things like that, but my brain bubble sorts, and I have to talk about the things that I talked about. So thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. Again, it is greatly appreciated. And again, that's like I try to see the difference between my channel and these other people's channels. I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter. I get like 200 views on most of my videos, and other people whom I disapprove of the way they do things, you know, they have maybe 10,000 subscribers, but their videos get, you know, 100,000 views, and I'm lucky if I break 300 views on a video. But this one person especially, it's just, his whole view is he says, "You're welcome," all the way through the video. You're welcome. And it's like the implied assumption that you're thanking him for making the video. And my implied assumption is I'm thanking you for coming to watch my video. I'm not saying you're welcome for coming to watch. It's thank you so very much. But it's just a difference that's up here. It's your viewpoint, your perception. And perception is everything, like I said yesterday. Speaking of which, at 12 minutes and 55 seconds, before I forget, another Be Happy pop-open card. Remember, savor each moment, seek out joy, and celebrate the good things. I have opened up many, and we're going to keep going through these until there are none left. Which I guess makes sense, doesn't it? Here we go. We're going to pop this open. That was not very exciting, was it? But that is not exactly a thing that talks about joy. This is a don't put off until tomorrow what can be enjoyed today. I don't need to keep that one. That's not, it's fine. That's a good message. But that's not exactly profound like all the others have been. I mean, you can't be profound all the time. You can't be deep with every single one of them, but oh well. I'm not going to throw it away. It's right. I know where it is. I'm going to pick it up. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just kind of disappointed with that one. Still, though, it is true. I mean, maybe. Just as a real quick, after all, today is the 24th and my birthday is on the 26th. I'm turning 56. If you could check out my Amazon wish list, buy me maybe a hamster plush if you can afford it. Don't feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. But yeah, hey, if you wanted to check out the Amazon wish list, it'd be awesome. Thank you very, very much. Also, I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments. I'm going to thank that many people. It is arranged because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my fibro, depression, and worse, even though I'm getting better, I still forget things at the drop of a hat. And it's arranged. No, I'm not thanking. Let me start again. I am not going to read the comments right now. I'm thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you for that. But I'm not reading them afterward. I'm going to read them all. Thumbs up each one I can. Answer as many as possible. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. And if I mispronounce your username, if that happens, my sincere apologies. No disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. I'm really tired. I'm not really good at pronouncing names. I woke up at about 5:30. Pain. So let me call up my Chrome and let's get started. We have the famous Mockingbird. Thank you very, very much. Smile on mighty Jesus. Spinal meningitis got me down. And Toto Gashlug, thank you very, very much. Kyle Higgins, greatly appreciated. Alejandro Arredondo, I sure hope I'm close. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. One Silhouette, thank you very, very much. XCX Twink, thank you very, very much. XX Dark Knight, XX, thank you very, very much. And I'm very sorry you're having so many issues. Here's hoping things get better soon. Fluffy Bumpkins Toy Intruder, thank you very much. Juan Cruz Garat, I sure hope I'm close, but I bet I'm nowhere close with the last name. Solano Queens, again, I sure hope I'm close. Goon Gillens, greatly appreciate it. Zwatter Raven, thank you very, very much. Finnish Dude, thumbs up. And Jurassic 375, greatly appreciated. Official Aaron, thumbs up and thank you. Stampalex, that's a heck of a name, thank you very, very much. Rysirith, I hope that's properly pronounced, but thank you very, very much. Shay X, thank you very, very much. And Brian Glenn, thank you, greatly appreciated. The Bathroom Gamer, son of a gun, huh? And Jason Rudas, I sure hope I'm close. Kepala Kepi, thank you very, very much. ARY, thank you, greatly appreciated. Hope I'm close. And AKA Veb, thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. Greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the real world, dealing with actual people. It is a very good thing. Thank you very, very much. Well, shuckle my duckle. If you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. I'm working on getting my blog up and running. Haven't done a whole lot on it yet. Brian Glenn's been working on it, doing a very good job of getting like the YouTube interface working up so that all my videos are on the blog and the like. So that's going to be cool. Definitely a thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. So if you could check that, that'd be cool. And of course, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be indeed, wait for it, beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. All of the people that donate to my GoFundMe campaign and anybody that has ever donated to my GoFundMe, Patreon.com patrons, and the GoFundMe campaign contributors are the only reason I can pay my rent and the reason I'm not homeless. Thank you very, very much. If you could continue to support me or give me help, that would be good. I'm trying to move out of here so I can get someplace I can afford so that I won't be on the threat of homelessness every single month. But for right now, thank you so very, very much. And if you could toss me a like, I'd appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. There is less than 1 minute left, and so, well, if I hit the 20-minute mark, and I just like to yammer for just a little bit of time. Some people in the comments have said I could listen to you yammer for a half hour or more. And I do appreciate that. It is awesome, and maybe one day I'll do a Q&A or some such. I really want to do that, but for right now, I'm kind of stuck in what I can do with what's happening up here. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. We're going to hopefully have a game video, hopefully a reaction video, hopefully a game video for the game channel. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up.